Hi, good morning and welcome back, my Turbo Mopar fans. So today, my wife and I are getting ready to head out. We got 2 hours and 15 minutes, give or take, of drive time to go look at 4 more potential parts cars. Actually, they're going to be parts cars. So I think the plan today is we're going to meet the gentleman there, and we're just going to get a game plan together. And then here in next couple of weeks, I'm going to get up early in the morning, run down. As of right now, I'd like to tear 3 of the 4 cars apart and bring one of them home, just because we're already going to be there all day, and that would ease the time down there. So, you figure it's 2.5 there, 2.5 back. It's 5 hours out of my day, plus the time that we're going to be spending, taking cars apart. So, with that said, my wife is going with me today. Awesome. I love that. And we are about to embark on our journey. So, we're just going to enjoy the day, go down, look at these cars, and then, find something else to do while we're there. Whatever she wants to do, because after this is her day, the rest of the day, because got to take care of her for helping take care of me. So let's get ready to hit the road, and we'll see what we can find when we get there. All right, good Sunday morning, and we're in the truck, and we're on our way. Got about an hour and 40-minute drive today. Spent 5-ish hours yesterday in the truck, or the car. Sorry, we took my wife's car and went and looked at what I thought was going to be a 4-car part out. Basically go down, take a bunch of tools and whatnot, and go down and park the cars where they sit, because, well, getting them out will be a complete nightmare hole, and then it's 2.5 hours one way, and excuse me, some of the cars aren't worth traveling 5 hours to go get. The fuel, the wear and tear, all that. So what I thought was 4 cars ended up being probably 20, maybe more. Just going to depend. Some of the stuff is not what we normally deal in. However, the opportunity's there to save parts for other cars. They're Chrysler products, but they're older. If the opportunity's there to save parts for those, then it's an option. I'm not against it. So anyways, right now we are en route, like I said, about an hour and 40 minutes one way. We have the truck and the trailer, because the plan, I believe, is supposed to be bringing a parts Rampage home. Unfortunately, it does not roll. So the gentleman has a lift we'll be able to utilize, thankfully. But once I get it home, then the car's not going to be able to come off the trailer. So that means I'm going to have to bust my butt to get it finished and going. So that'll be this week as the week comes along, because I need my trailer. I can't have my trailer tied up for long. So anyways, with that said, this is my view. I don't know how good it shows up on the camera, but we went from 80 and sunny Friday. Yesterday was about the same until last evening when we got back up here. This is what we came home to. Gray, dreary. It's 45 degrees. Just Ohio weather in April, I guess. So anyways, I'm gonna concentrate on the road, and we're gonna go get some parts in a car. So I turned this around, or turned off my GPS and turned on the camera to show you something, and it's slowed down, but it's now passing me. But you see the car in the center lane? Don't be that idiot. Check out this Porsche. That's cool. That's a nice car. But yeah, don't be the idiot in the silver car in front of the Porsche that just cruises down the center lane, everybody passing you on both sides. Man, move to the right lane. That's what the right lane's for. The center lane is for passing, the left lane is for passing. Don't just cruise down the center lane. There was a camper back here earlier doing like 65 in the center lane, everybody going around him on both sides, not a care in the world, talking on his phone. Gosh, don't be that idiot. Anyways, back to driving. All right, I'm back home, as you can tell. The garage is in the background. So, what a day. Yesterday was a long day. like I said earlier, probably 5 hours on the road, and doing this for y'all. And yeah, we're the business. We have a business, and this is what we do. But you know, we chase these parts to help y'all out. So another just over 3.5 hours on the road today, and then a couple of hours where the stuff is I'm going to show you was looking at everything and then trying to figure out logistics and whatnot. So we got to make that trip 2 more times. There are, I don't even know how many, 7, 8 engines, several transmissions yet, a bunch of wheels, and 2 more Rampages. So it was nice to talk to the gentleman today. He was very informative, very knowledgeable. So that was awesome. He worked on these cars for many years, and just all around nice guy, very helpful. So shout out to him if he sees this. Thank you for A, finding us, and B, giving us the opportunity to come up here and up there and acquire this stuff. So the truck is full, like full. I'll go to that here in a minute though. So at first, we brought a car home. Well, a truck, Rampage. But this was an interesting one. So I'll just say that due to some creativity, thankful for some creativity on everybody who was there, the gentleman that we got it from, and then somebody that he had helping us. This was, it went a lot smoother than I was expecting. So this was an 80, I don't even know what year this is. Rampage, obviously, but you can see it has no front K member or steering knuckles on it. So it did have the rear axle, so we was able to scavenge a couple of wheels to get on the rear. This thing was on his trailer. So what we ended up doing was we backed his trailer up to mine, and we put the wheels on it, and then he had some dollies that we put underneath the front to get the nose of this thing to the rear of his trailer. Then we had to remove the dollies, but by that time this section of the truck was on my trailer. So then it was just a matter of just go ahead and dragging it on up, so it slid across the deck of the trailer here. It's all fine and dandy. There's no engine, transmission. This is by far one of the worst Rampages I've seen. You can see there's just nothing left there. That fender's probably savable. I'll have to look at it closer. But this door is gone. The fender's not horrible from what I see, but yeah, it's rotten here. And then of course, all across the bottom of the bed, and there's a mad bee. I don't know what kind of bee it is. Back in here is rotted, and then up underneath is just all crusty, rough. Which that bee, I don't know how he'd have got here unless he rode in his nest all the way here. This door won't shut, so I had to get creative and strap it down. But it does have a black interior, so the steering wheel's no good, but we got the horn pad, we'll get the cluster, the heater controls, and it's a factory cruise control columns. That's kind of cool. I don't know if there's a key, but there's the light bin, the ashtray, whatever, it's cracked, but that's still usable. Those are universal. The centerpiece, try to show you. I may have to go to the other side, but you can see that crack right, let me find my finger. I'm not good at this. Right there's a crack right below the ashtray. But either way, the lower bin, it's got black buckets in it. I'm undecided yet if I'm going to keep them. There's a gas tank on them now, but they're pretty rough. But I don't know if somebody would use it for the pattern. There's a driver's passenger door panel. Unfortunately, both the plastic pieces are cracked, but they're complete. I don't know if a guy can fix them. Driver's door panel is missing. The dash, from what I can tell here, does not appear to be cracked. And then there's a glove box. Headliner's gone, sun visors are gone, but there's the black seat belts and trim across the back as well. So, you know, it's not the most perfect parts car. However, if we didn't bring it home, it was going straight over the scale. So we was able to, at least we're going to salvage what we can. But the cool part is, it's got a nice set of taillights. It's got the badging. Tailgate looks decent. I haven't dropped it yet. The other taillight's good. So we're going to keep those. What I'm actually considering is coming in here somewhere and just cutting this down and across. The inner fenders on these, I don't know. I've never tried to sell a set. I've never seen anybody ask for a set. So I don't know if I'll keep those or not. But either way, I don't plan on this thing being here very long. And it's an extreme eyesore. The way you can see that, it looks rough as heck, and it is rough as heck. But yeah, we'll get some parts off of it. We'll salvage what we can. This quarter's gone. This chrome molding, I don't know if this is factory. I would think it is. The other one is gone. It was bent all to heck. It was still on the truck, but it was bent all to heck. So it's gone. I'll probably keep this one. But I don't know if this was a 5-speed or automatic trucklet. I don't know. This fender is uglier than sin. But it's got a hole at the bottom. You can see this frame rail's gone. So this one is definitely a parts car. It's not even going to come off my trailer. So my plan is, not today because I'm tired. My plan is to hopefully tomorrow get out here, get the straps all off of it, and then figure out what all is good, what all is bad, and start on it and get it done and get it out of here in the next couple of days. So floors are completely gone. There's not a floor in this thing. So what else did we get? Well, I'm going to show you. I'm not going to show you every single piece because this video would be like probably 2 hours long. And I'm sure that before 2 hours is up, y'all would be bored out of your mind. But, it is full all the way to the front. Now minus the ramp, but it is full all the way to the front. So what I do know is in here, there are some NOS parts. Not a bunch, just a few. There's cylinder heads. There's 3 or 4 of those. There's another Rampage tailgate. There's a Dakota tailgate, Rampage inner fenders, and a base Charger Rampage hood. I've already got home for that probably. And then a bunch of little stuff, a bunch of little things. You can see there's CV shafts, little things. There's fans. This is supposedly for a 2.6 car. I don't know if it's worth anything, but we got like alternator straps, distributors. There's another bumper for an L body, some chrome tips for an L body. I think that was rockers, rollers, rockers. And there's a glove box with a key, some Dakota stuff. So anyways, this thing is intakes, this thing mirrors, this thing is full, completely full. And then not just that, we also got this. These are Dakota headlight bezels, and then a hood scoop for one of these cars. This one is a silver one. Kind of jinked it up a little bit there, but it's okay. Hang on. I need to turn the camera off because I didn't want to tear my seat all to heck with them screws in the back. So we got the scoop, and then another set of taillights for Dakota. So turn the camera back the way it's supposed to be. So right now the plan is, I got a buddy on his way. He won't be here for a little while yet. He is actually coming to take my truck for the evening. He needs it tomorrow. He asked me if he could borrow it. So, he's a good friend. So, yeah. But I got to get it unloaded. Just because I don't need him. He doesn't want to haul this stuff around with him. Because he's going to use his car trailer. I think I got him convinced into buying a Tundra. He's been looking for a pickup, something, nothing extravagant, to just, kind of do what we do. He does more cars than parts, but yeah. So anyway, that's the plan. My plan is I got these totes that I'm leaning on. I'm going to unload. If I see anything cool, super cool, I'll show it to you. But otherwise, I'm just going to start filling these totes. I'm going to put them in the garage for the night because honestly, I don't feel like dragging them all the way down to the basement today. So, and then I do need to go through them again a little closer, and anything, you know, broken, not worth anything, you know, finding a home in this little 83 behind me. So gotta love doing this stuff. So anyways, let's get busy. All right, so it's Tuesday night. I'm in the basement. We've got a lot of orders to fulfill today, so I'm going to work on that. But I wanted to go over one little thing real quick. So last night I did actually work on the little Rampage, the one that's in this video. Got most of the interior done. I still got some more stuff to do to it, but ran out of time. And then tonight, my wife and I are going to the store when she gets home here in a little bit. So I'm down here, and I'm going to ship all of our orders and get that done out of the way. But why do we use eBay? I think I've mentioned this before in the past, and when you have this much inventory, I've looked into doing a website and having a .com, and cost to cost, it's really not a whole lot cheaper to go with our own website, because the monthly fee to have this much inventory and then the option to sell, they kind of, what I've seen anyways, they kind of charge you for every little bit of it you want to have. Plus, if we had our own .com, so for example, today we sold an instrument cluster for an L body, and it's our last one. Well, when we put it on eBay, I can show that we had 3 when we originally started, and when one sells, it knocks the inventory count on eBay down to 2. Then when that one sold, down to 1, and now it shows we don't have that available anymore. It's not even on our store inventory anymore. So inventory control. If we had a .com and it sold, we got to log into the system, under the .com, and remove it physically. And honestly, I just don't have time. eBay is just easier for us. However, some people don't like eBay. Some people don't have an eBay account. I don't know how they don't, but you know, they don't. So that's fine too. If you see something on eBay that you want, don't hesitate to reach out to me or the business on Facebook, or messages on eBay. eBay's a little tricky. We got to kind of word things a little different. Or you can email us at forgottendailiesllc@gmail.com and let us know, hey, I'm interested in this part, but I don't have an eBay account, or I don't want to use eBay, or whatever it may be. 99% of the time, we'll give you a reduced price because we're not paying those eBay fees. So keep that in mind when you're searching our eBay store, if you're doing so. So anyways, got a package in the mail actually yesterday. I just opened it now. So we have some new magnets. We got Gary's Turismo, Al's Voyager. He calls it Voyager. I don't know exactly how he says it. And then we got Jaren's Town and Country. This is a cool car. This car here has done the, don't quote me on what it is, but it's the drag and drive or something like that. But this car, he had a fire last year, and he's working on getting it together, and we have supplied him with parts for that. We got John's little Sundance, nice little low mileage car. And then we have Anthony's LeBaron GTS with a Lancer grill. I'm not sure that it's a Lancer or a LeBaron, but we got to go with what he says, and he said it was a LeBaron GTS, so there it is. So we got 5 new stickers, or magnets, and we'll get those mixed in with a lot of them. We got the rest of them over here still. We'll get them mixed in, so it's kind of a variety. So if you've bought parts off of us before, we will include a magnet, and then we'll include this little note, and then a business card. And it should be in a little baggie if you've never bought from us before. And that just explains, you know, what we do real quick. Nothing like thank you note, basically. And if you want your car in a magnet, email us pictures and information of the car, and then it has a chance to be put on a magnet. So we try to use as many as we can, but not everyone can get used just because. So with that said, like, follow, subscribe, and let me know what else you want to see. And best wishes, and let's keep this going.